Thanks,
I have
mate.
a genuine question though. Like,
Yeah.
now a lot more people are sharing their IVF online. And my question is, why do other people always stand up when they do their injections? For me, it doesn't make sense because I'm like, you're less steady,
Yeah.
you're more like unstable. Would you agree? Like they stand up and then the guy bends over and does it, or the partner.
Or maybe that's just for the video.
Maybe.
Potentially it's just for the video.
But they all seem to do it, and it's almost like it's starting a, like people think that's the way you should do it. And I guess
So
you
much
can do
wastage.
it. Yeah, I guess you can do it standing up. But like, I just feel better sitting down because then I don't have to worry about standing up. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm ready. There. Oh, hurry up, I was so frozen.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Where? There? Oh, we're going in there. 1, 2, 3. There you go. We're in.
I do it.
So you didn't even know.
I did know.
All that trouble, you didn't even know.
I did know. It's so romantic when you put them in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like a rose. Wait.
You want that back on?
Alright, now I have to go to the clinic to get probed and bled.
Yeah. It's a really weird one. We've done this so many times, and then
What?
well, it's just strange. It's an odd feeling.
You feel nervous? Yeah, me too.
I never ever thought you'd be doing it again, so it's just one of those things. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm very grateful, and yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
mean,
hope
it
it
is.
goes really well.
It's so much nicer going into this one with embryos in the freezer. It just makes it a lot less pressure.
A lot
And
less
also,
pressure,
you know, we know how much sperm we've got, and we never have to worry about sperm again.
Yeah.
Well, we have to worry about it because we don't have much, but
Yeah, that's finite.
it maybe even is just like a pattern that we're used to feeling nervous, so we do it again.
You just go back into it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll come back with good news. So I've just arrived at the doctor's office. About to go in for my bloods and scan. It's so silly. Like, Jon was only able to be there for the first, 9 cycles or whatever, and then I had to do the rest by myself. But I still just wish he could be here. And I think that's one of the things with secondary infertility you don't think about. I don't feel comfortable taking the baby to the clinic, so it means that, that he has to stay home with her, and that's fine. And I'm again just really struck by, in this experience, there's just so much that you can't control. Like, I have no idea what I'm going to see when I go in there, and you just have to completely give over control. And it's gosh, even though we're in a really good place with our IVF, it still just feels really out of control. So anyway, wish me luck. Thank goodness, it's so weird to be back here. But just like riding a bike. Oh, what level is it? No idea. 1, right?
All right, the suspense is killing me.
Don't be like that. It's not great.
So either way, it's still.
Okay, well, I just had the scan, and they don't look like my ovaries, basically. They look like somebody else's ovaries. There's only 3 follicles, 2 on one side, 1 on the other.
Right.
The follicles look good. Like, they're like 14 millimeter, 10 millimeter, and 11 millimeter, I think. They look good and round and clear, and but I normally have that little crop of like smaller ones coming up. There was nothing else except those 3. So which is unusual for me, because remember, I always had lots of little ones. I've just got
because we'd always end up with a couple at the bottom end and top end and one. Yeah.
But now I've just got 3 that are basically all good size.
What, either side or just one side?
One side, 2 on one side, 1 on the other side. I could be because of breastfeeding. Maybe it's different. But
it's even different to the first.
It doesn't.
Rounds
Yeah,
we
it's
did
not
because
like that
there were
either.
none of the small ones or none of them.
The other thing I'm confused about is last month I had an early scan. Remember, I had 6 on one side and 7 on the other. So
last month.
Yeah, last month I had a scan, like a preliminary scan, just to check, and there was there was more follicles not on meds. So it might just be that this month I just didn't. It might just be a bad luck thing. And now I'm really like confused because I think, like we've talked about now, this is about my fertility, not so much about yours. And I just keep thinking, thank God we did what we did back then when we did more cycles instead of proceeding with the pregnancy, because another 2 years I think I'm going to be out.
Yeah.
And now it's making me wonder.
So at this stage, did you want to
Cancel?
can this one?
No. I mean, we've got to retrieve whatever's there, I think.
Yeah.
The time's going to pass anyway. We may as well do it. Obviously, financially, it's a bit of a pain because it's like, well. But I want to talk to the embryologist because I want to understand more about how the frozen sperm works. Like, do they have to throw some away if they defrost a straw? Like, can it be refrozen, for example? Like, what's the deal with that? Because if we've only got 3, will we fertilize them or will we freeze the eggs? Or, you know, what does that look like? And the other way to look at it is maybe we used to get a lot, but only the 3 good ones would. So maybe this is just the 3 good ones. They did look really good. Yeah. But there was just, I was looking around, I'm like, where's...
Your ovaries looked healthy.
What do you mean?
Well, they looked healthy because they were like they were war-torn bloody veterans last time.
That's true. There was a lot of like
there was a lot of debris last time.
There's it's very clean. There's just like literally circle and nothing else.
So you've obviously had a chance to
heal,
clean house and heal.
But I guess my hormones are different, probably because of breastfeeding and stuff like that. And so I'm not, and plus remember I didn't do the testosterone this time. It wasn't exactly the same protocol.
And that was because of the breastfeeding.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of weird because maybe we go in and we get 3 good eggs and you never know, all 3 could fertilize and they could all be great. That seems unlikely to me. Seems more likely we might only have like 1 fertilize if we're lucky. But my question is about...
But they're actually a little bigger than... they're all consistent as well. So you could potentially go earlier.
Remember I used to have like 1 or 2 big ones and then I would have a whole bunch of medium-sized ones.
And we'd have
the medium ones we would go for.
Yeah, that's right.
So maybe we're just going to go for the bigger ones this one, which might mean my cycle's quicker, which would be nice. But it's also making me wonder about, okay, well, because I think our game plan in the past would have been like, okay, let's do the cycles now before doing transfers because we want to get as many in the freezer as possible because my fertility's running out. Yeah. And now I'm like, well, maybe we don't transfer for a while. Maybe we do more cycles. I don't know. You don't want to do more cycles.
We're not getting any younger.
Well,
it's always about that. That's the
thing. I guess the alternative I'm most terrified of is that we transfer and they don't work out and we run out of embryos and we can't make any more. That's my most...
I know, but that doesn't make a difference today.
I know. However, the choices we make now, I'm just a bit like, well, if we want to have like more than just one more kid, which we do...
No, but we can't project the future. We literally have to make decisions for now with view to
which
the future.
Means I think what I want to do, I want to ask the nurse a couple of things. I want to ask about like why did I have 6 and 7 follicles last month and why is there only 3? Is the medication right? I want to see next scan, which will probably be Monday, whether there are more that just are very late. They're going to come later.
Yeah.
Then I want to talk to an embryologist about how they deal with the sperm. Like, can it be refrozen? Would they thaw it and freeze? Like, would they... As remember, we had a much higher fertilization rate with fresh eggs as well. So it would be great to be able to use fresh eggs and frozen sperm and not have to freeze them.
Yep.
But then if it's going to waste the sperm, then maybe we need to do another cycle before we unfreeze one. Oh, it's just... I feel like...
No, but I think that's why they separate the sperm.
Yeah, but they told me that it was about 10 eggs per straw.
Yeah.
So...
No, I know, but we're talking about broken sperm. We were lucky to even have that.
Yeah. I just wish it was, like, it just seems to be harder. Even those times when we were only getting 1 and 3 eggs, we had more follicles.
We were prepared for this.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. I wasn't...
A poor result, we were prepared for a poor result.
I wasn't prepared for few follicles. I was prepared for the same amount of follicles... same amount of eggs and maybe lower fertilization rate.
Yeah, but again, it comes back to our expectations. We can't, like, it's one of those things, like, age is not on our side. It never has been on our side.
And part of me, there's also this big part of me that feels like a bit guilty, like we're being greedy.
Yeah, I felt that.
Yeah.
I do feel that.
Like, shouldn't we just be great? I'm so grateful to have 3 follicles, 3 really nice looking follicles. But then I'm just like, it's frustrating with the timing because I'm like, we've got this sperm. We want to use it up so we can move forward and just tick that off. It's like psychologically, it's really hard.
Yeah, I know, but you've never really produced a lot of follicles, so.
No. And maybe,
And
and
the
who knows, maybe
majority
this is a
of
good
them.
thing. Maybe I'm producing fewer follicles and they're going to be really top-notch eggs. Like, who knows? Or maybe breastfeeding is just knocking it all out. I don't know.
And really, potentially, we just sort the sperm and find the best sperm.
I'm going to ask the nurse to give us a call with the embryologist.
Yep.
I just think we should ask those questions.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a bit of a shock actually. I was like, because there was nothing. There was just 1 circle and then nothing. And then 2 circles and nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was not what I'm used to seeing because I'm used to seeing broken,
Yep.
ovaries and...
Yeah.
So
There was
who
a lot
knows?
of debris a lot of the time, so potentially, obviously, when we were seeing last time, you could have been seeing empty follicles and stuff like that because it was a war zone.
Where were the medium-sized ones though? That's what I'm like, because they were always our good ones. But like we've always said in the past, sometimes bad news turned out to be good news. Like maybe these 3 eggs are going to be awesome and we're going to get 3 embryos out of it and that would be like a win. Maybe I'm being too hopeful, but
And
do you know what I
maybe-
mean? We just don't know. Maybe this means my body's working better.
And maybe this is telling us we just need to move forward.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
This is the only certain thing about infertility is the uncertainty. And
the feeling like we can play God when literally we have no
idea.
control over any of this.
No
And
idea.
even on our 16th cycle, we have no idea what to do, what choices to make, what it all means, whether it's a good thing or even a bad thing. We don't even know.
And we'll end up, this will be another conversation, we'll end up having another conversation about, whether we just decide to move forward. Because again, time is not on our side. I'm 45, which isn't a thing now, but obviously with Laura, if we do want to try for more than 1 child, then Laura's she's getting older.
You want to say my age?
I didn't want to say it. I was
It's fine.
going to. But
I'm going to be 40 this year.
yeah.
But I mean, younger eggs
But
can
each-
make a
but
pregnancy in an older body.
That's-
Oh, there's the nurses. I'm going to answer this.
All right. Bye-bye.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.